So I'm confused on why everybody got this beef with the new God of War, right? Because y'all acting like God of War hasn't been about like the main character standing 10 toes down on everything that they believe from start to finish. And y'all think that Kratos' wife ain't gonna be the same? Why is that? Because she's a woman? That's crazy. Y'all do realize that she has like some of the best power scaling feats like in the verse, right? She fought Thor to a standstill. We have proof of that. They reshaped the landscape around their fight. Not to mention, she ran the ones with Kratos. And we're not talking about Kratos now. We're talking about Kratos then. We have to realize that Kratos is at his weakest he is right now. I get to that in a second. But when Kratos first got to the Norse lands, he was still Kratos. We know he was still Kratos. She humbled that man. Not only did she tame a wild beast, she fought a wild beast at his wildest. Because imagine what your mentals is, right? After the end of God of War 3, after all of that shit went down, where's your head at? And you run up on somebody and she's able to run the ones with you to get you to stop and then domesticate him? And I don't mean that as an insult. Kratos had the natural journey of a man. He went from being a boy to an angsty teenager and to becoming a man to becoming a god. But he never learned the lessons of humility and all of that stuff or whatever. She taught him that. Kratos' first wife tried to get that into his head. And you see that in Valhalla where he remembers her and he asks himself, is he good enough to even be considered her husband? Because she saw the man that he is now, but he couldn't understand the love she had for him then. Think about that. And y'all out here mad about a woman being the main character? Kratos praises all of the women in his life because they all had a dramatic impact on his life. His wife, he literally wears his wife and daughter still to this day. His first wife and daughter still wear their ashes to this day. Not to mention his second wife in Laufey. I'm trying to do the Scandinavian enunciation. I don't know if it's working right, but I think it's Laufey. I looked up a video. Let me know how I'm doing. Or Laufey. I think is what we're going with the English translation. I'm sorry if I'm butchering my Icelandic peeps out there. But why are we questioning this woman? She was Kratos' wife. Like, even if you want to be misogynistic about it, like, she was Kratos' wife. Kratos' first wife was a Spartan. Say what you want about women, she was a Spartan and Kratos' wife. Kratos is not going to choose no weak one to be his wife. And no weak one is going to be with Kratos to deal with Kratos. Laufey humbled him. She tempered him in a way. She tempered him to show him how to do with his rage, what to do with his wrath, what to do with his anger, do to his aggression. And Kratos spent his journey learning the lessons that she was trying to teach. He didn't want to dishonor her like he did his first wife. That's why he went on his journey. And she put him on his journey so that he can come to terms with those things. Kratos is the weakest he's ever in because he doesn't know what type of god he is. Like that story arc for Atreus in the first game, the first Norse game, that was about Kratos too. It's not the fact that he doesn't know he's a god. He doesn't know what type of god he should be. He's changing. He's not the rageful, wrathful God of War anymore. But what happens when you take that wrath, you take that rage, and you temper it, and you're able to control it, unleash it at will, and you use that wrath and rage as a tool of protection, learning, teaching, instead of just straight up destructive force. That's what he's doing. He's teaching Atreus, like, you gonna be mad, you gonna have anger, but use it smartly. Don't just be out here willy-nilly doing crazy shit. Like when he killed one of Thor's son, he told him about that. Like, you can't just be doing that. That don't do nothing. I did that. It ain't worth it. But you have a right to be angry. He is teaching us men's mental health. Kratos did all the red pill shit. He did all the negative, all the misogyny, all of that. And he realized it was wrong. And the Norse God of Wars is telling us that it is wrong. And what happens? He became a better man, a better guy, and a better father by what? Listening to his wives. And before y'all want to talk about like her strength or whatever, do we not see Freya? Do we not see Freya just But did we not see what Freya was doing? And can we be honest? That's gonna be his third wife, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. That's his next thing. You know what I mean? They set that up already. If Laufey doesn't come back, I don't know what they're gonna do with this story. But I mean, that can be awkward, little weird love triangles. But I mean, hey, he's still a Greek god, so I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing. But in all seriousness, I'm like, the way Freya was moving at him, that intensity, that rage, that violence, Kratos knew that. He seen that. That was him. And he knew exactly what she needed to help. All the lessons that Laufey taught him, he was able to pass those on to Freya. So not only does that show that that Kratos learned the lessons, he learned the lessons, but then he was able to take the information in and able to teach the lessons in real time. Because he's still teaching the Atreus the whole game. And he's still learning from himself. And he's taught Freya. Fuck what y'all talking about, bro. This game is gonna be goated. And no, I didn't even watch the whole 20 minutes. I watched the first 30 seconds. Because that's all I needed. I don't need no more than that. I'm gonna get the game. It's going to be goated. She's going to be goated. It's probably gonna be one of the best stories, the best narratives in this series. And we get to see what happened. We get to see what helped shape Kratos' new mentality. We get to see what helped form this love that Atreus had. Like, Atreus is nothing but like love and a ball of emotion, but in the best possible way, because he has the understanding and love of her with them hands too, doubled up with the hands of Kratos. Y'all people that don't like her are not healed or not healing or not trying to be healed. Their relationship is what happens, like, when you choose your person. Not situations, when you choose your person and you want to be better because of that person you choose to be with every day. Not just because of marriage, not because of the situationship, but the person you choose. Kratos chose to be better, to honor his wife, because he loved her. And he understood what he didn't love in his first wife, or he didn't understand her love. And Laufey said, you gonna understand it with these hands or with this love, either way. And that's how we got this Kratos now. So like, anybody that's hating on this game, you're a loser. And deal with that. Hold that shit in your chest. Argue with your mom about it. This game is gonna be goated. She's gonna be goated. She's her. We saw that. I saw that in the first 30 seconds. Who you tell? Can you wake up, pull a sword out of a dead body, and just start throwing hands? Bro, I trip over myself when I wake up. Thoughts?